Welcome back. Joining me this morning is Lani Lutar. She's the president and CEO at San Diego County Taxpayers Association, and we are talking about Prop Z. It's a school bond for San Diego Unified. Good morning to you.
Good morning, David.
It is one of the many props that school districts all across the state are trying to get through this election.
That's right. This is a $2.8 billion measure that would increase everyone's taxes by $60 for every $100,000 that their property is worth. But the Taxpayers Association is very strongly opposed to this measure because it was just 4 years ago, in 2008, that the voters approved a $2.1 billion measure, and there's still billions left from that measure available to the school district to do all the things that they say they need to do right now.
Now, the district will tell you that this is more for technology. This is a little different than the last proposition passed. You say no, there's plenty of money that's still coming into this last bond.
Exactly. So they've only spent about $400 million from Proposition S, which was approved 4 years ago, and most of that money went to technology and some ball fields, et cetera. But again, there's $1.7 billion left. So regardless of what they feel they need the money for, that money is available. What we do know is that this November, there's a sales tax, 2 income tax increases, a business tax increase, and numerous federal credit taxes that may expire if there isn't additional action taken. And all of that adds up for families, especially for seniors on a fixed income. So we think this is all a little bit too much, and especially for a school district that has over $1 billion remaining, actually $1.7 billion left. We think they ought to finish all the promises that they made to voters so recently ago, just 4 years ago.
Yeah.
They should finish that, complete the projects, and then they can come back to taxpayers if there are still needs. But right now, we don't think is the right time.
Now, you breezed over just a little bit at the beginning. How much exactly will this cost the average person if they vote this in favor, at least if you're under the umbrella of San Diego Unified?
Right. So it's a $2.8 billion measure, and the way that they're going to charge folks is through property taxes, both for residents as well as business owners. For a resident, a homeowner that is, it's $60 for every $100,000 your property is worth.
So say your average home's $400,000, that's $240 more you're going to be paying more per year.
Exactly. But it's also likely going to also impact apartment dwellers, because it's going to, obviously, with property owners, that can eventually be passed on to folks that live in apartments as well. Commercial owners can also pass those costs on to the tenants. So this all adds up, as I noted earlier, when you consider it's not just the local tax increase that we're going to be faced with in just a few weeks here. Actually, the voter pamphlets are going out today, so everybody can expect to receive their absentee ballots in the mail this week. So that's why we're here talking to you on why we think people should oppose Proposition Z.
But everybody is in favor of education. What's the best answer here if you're not going to put more money into the system?
Again, it's not as though there isn't enough money specifically for the projects that the school is talking about. And at San Diego Unified, 93% of their expenses go to payroll. And that's not necessarily, people can have a debate about whether that's a good thing or not, because obviously we value our teachers. We want to make sure that our kids have solid education. But this money is not money that's going to go to the teachers. It's money that would actually go to other things like facilities and iPads. iPads that would be financed with 40-year financing. Kids that are in school right now are going to still be paying off these iPads in 2050. 2050.
Paying off the iPads of today.
That's being financed by the school district today. 40-year high-interest financing. And we don't think that that's how the school district ought to be paying for things like iPads. None of us finance our technology, our computers, our laptops like we do a mortgage. We don't even pay for our car that way. But for the school district to do this, we think is very irresponsible. We think there's better options. But most importantly, there's $1.7 billion left available to the school district. We think they need to fulfill their promises made just a few short years ago.
All right, Prop Z on the November ballot. Lani, thank you very much.
Thanks, David.
Appreciate you.